Government says it is expecting organized groups which have concerns regarding ongoing talks towards easing of restrictions at some points to channel their apprehensions towards how the nation can effectively protect citizens from the virus. Some teacher unions have already been in an outright manner kicked against any move to have schools reopened at some point. The pre-tertiary education unions say current class sizes in many schools makes any such thought of opening schools with social distancing enforced simply impossible. Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah says government wants the discussion to be focused on how the country can we all in the country can agree essentially to live to ensure that the virus does not spread much, since it is here to stay.
And therefore, if you hear the president talk about living with the virus, or if you hear us using the expression, this is what we mean, and this is what we ask of you to help us to do to have this broader national conversation and get as many perspectives as possible. Also to mention that it is not as though there are some specific timelines ahead of us to do this, but we must start confronting this reality, start having this conversation, even determining what time is a good time to come up with this. Consultations on what it takes to reopen schools as part of the potential easing of the general restrictions that we are living under are what have started. Now, we notice that there are a lot of stakeholder groups and parents and unions that appear a bit apprehensive since those reports came out. It is okay to be apprehensive. Indeed, if we were not apprehensive, then we will not be sensitive to the challenges of the time. It is okay to be apprehensive. It is okay to have worries. It is okay to wonder how this will be done. But we must channel those apprehensions and those worries towards answering the question, what does it take? What should be the indication of a good time? What will be the best way to protect teachers, non-teachers, students, if we are to open up at some point? Government believes that we as a nation can do many things that we put our minds to. And yes, this is a complex global problem, but if we put our shoulders to the wheel, the best of our creative juices and the positive spirits that we have can help us come to the line of best fit on what to do if we decide to ease some of these restrictions. So it's a good time to start having this conversation. We invite the nation to join in this conversation. We particularly want to ask you, our colleagues in the media, to also, as you've done so far, and you've done a fantastic job, play your part by also getting all of these recommendations and ideas come to the fore. What does it take if and when we get to that point that we want to ease the restrictions? While the virus is still in the global ecosystem, while they haven't found an antivirus yet, and while no society can be in lockdown or restrictions in perpetuity, that line of best fit of what does it take to ease as much as we can and still protect as much as we can. And that's a conversation that we're inviting the nation to.